Hey guys, Joe with Carmel Cardio, and we have the GMC back in the shop. We are starting this today, and man, there's a ton of stuff going on. But highlight of it, we want to cover the all-pass filters, rectifying that, installing the new system, getting good, clean, clear sound out of it, and showing all that we're doing. And I tell you what, there is a ton of stuff. So let's get to it. I've got 48 sheets of deadener to put in this thing, a couple amps, DSP, subs, speakers, whole 9 yards. Stay tuned, we're gonna see some cool stuff. We have just hit a little shy of 2 hours, got all the interior out of this thing, and it is ready for some deadener. We are going to throw 48 sheets of deadener in this thing, make it quiet as can be, and give some great sound quality umph to the speakers and the sub. While we're doing this, I'm going to start manipulating wires, running amps, doing door speakers, and do my OCD to make it look like this from factory, and start running things over in this area with the two 800.4s, and then we're going to have the 4000.1 for the subs back here, and just do a bunch of wire management inside this car. And then after that, start doing some deadener on the doors and just kind of get this thing looking pretty, sounding awesome. So it's honestly a little, not scary, but intimidating, I guess. It's a brand new car and it's completely torn apart, but it's exciting, it's fun. I'm excited to get this deadener in here. 48 sheets, that's a lot of sheets of deadener. If you don't know what deadener is, I've got another video coming out. I'll explain more about that. Other than that, I want to get back to it so I can start deadening, having the guy help me with some deadening, doing some wire management, get this wired up, and hopefully get some sound out of it soon. But let's get to it. We went ahead and got most of this floor deadened here on the inside. I'm going to turn it around. We got the floor deadened here. We've got the double lock gauge that we're running back to front to back, however you want to say it. 4,000 watt amplifier is going to go up here. We've got two 800.4s here, and then we got the DSP over there with the input and output manipulation so we can fix the all-pass filter. For one of these, we've got the 800.4, which we're going to bridge for the front two doors. The other the front channels are going to go up here for the bullet tweets that we have, and then the other rear channels are going to go for the rear speakers in this door. And we're still going to be deadening the inside and this, and then putting this back on and sealing it all back up. As you can tell, we've got our 3 audio control pieces here, the load resistors for the tweets, the fronts, the rears, and we're only using one input for the DSP, since it is full range. Once we get done with the manipulation, it'll be full range into the DSP, and then we can split it to your highs, your 6s, and your rears back here. But we had to move the factory amp and the factory inverter, and we're going to build a bracket right here to fit that 4,000 watt amplifier. Then we're going to have the mono block back here on the wall and pushing 312s, customers' equipment, besides our amplifiers that we're supplying and the wire. And this wire is massive. But if you look, right now, it kind of looks a little spaghetti mess because we're in the middle of working on it. Let's pretend these are where they should be, towards the amps. Trying to make everything look as factory as possible, running everything down, not having blue like this. They just haven't been cut and put into the amplifiers. And then we've got RCAs already ran here. You can see how they're ran this way along to the DSP and to the amplifier. Then we got to do the power, ground, remote, run those out, and we're going to be running the power up and that way. He's currently working on the double lot, putting the Tesa tape around it, and then we're going to go double lot down this way, across, and then up into the engine bay. We're going to be doing a distro block from aught gauge with a fuse down to 2 4 gauges coming out, and then we've also got a big 3 going to the alternator, and then he's already got an aftermarket alternator here. A ton of work is still ahead of us. We've got a lot to do, but this thing is going to be sick, going to be loud, and an experience, I'll just say that. So I'm going to get back to it.
One eternity later.
All right, guys, so I'm back at it. Interior's back together, and we've got some pieces that we still need done. As far as what's left that I will not be able to do, I mean, it's 1 in the morning. I feel like I put enough time in this thing. Been here since 10:30. I feel like it's been a good amount of time on this thing. We still got a lot left to do, but what I'm gonna have happen, since I won't personally be here, I want to have whoever is tuning the vehicle do some screen recording on the iPad or the computer or whatever it may be that they're using to tune this thing with. And as they're going through it, I want to put it up on the screen, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about it when I get back in town and show exactly what we were doing or what they were doing. Whenever they're done with this, which should be very quick for you guys, for us it's going to be a couple days, but once they get that done, I'll talk about it and give you some details.
So, change of plans. We are actually going to show you a different vehicle because I failed to capture the end of this install, but it's going to be a 2-for-1, and I think you're going to like it.
Are the best on the track.